would like to ask you if you could give like a definition of what venture philanthropy is. How would you define it?
Well, it's a very good question, and I think there have been in my life I spent a lot of debates and conversations about how to define it, and there's not like one definition.
Sure.
So there are different definitions. I think what's always been helpful for me is to look at both components. Say you have the venture part and the philanthropy part. The venture part basically comes from venture capital, and the philanthropy part comes from traditional the philanthropy part of where I would say you mostly use grants as a financial instrument.
Sure.
It has been broadened to impact investing where you have other financial instruments, but in its origin, venture philanthropy is combining venture with philanthropy, and the idea is of the venture approach is that let's say what it brought to philanthropy was the understanding that to build strong organizations, just like you want to do as a venture capitalist, you want to invest in an organization which grows and it becomes strong, that it requires time. It's not like in something that you can do in 1 year, and that it requires also more than just giving money, that you offer a lot of non-financial support in terms of access to networks, access to competences, etc. So you have to see, a traditional venture capitalist, when he invests in a company, he will stay there for quite some years, and he will again offer money, but also his network, his expertise, etc. And in traditional philanthropy, that was pretty much absent. A lot of the grants are like for 1 year, and they're only for it's only money that they give, or traditionally they gave not that much more than just the money, and the money also came with a lot of conditions, in terms of reports, etc. So what venture philanthropy did, what it brought to the space, is much more focus on results and a longer term perspective, and a more holistic approach in the sense that, if you want to support initiatives, it's funding, finances, but also non-financial support. And so I think that's the original venture philanthropy, and building on that, it also extended to what is now called impact investing, where you have a broader diversity of financial instruments. So you don't only have the grant, where basically a grant is a minus 100% return, because everything you give, you don't get anything back. Whereas impact investing goes from I want my money back to certain return expectations.